Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fun Night, the show where I take people from the world of entertainment, mainly comedians, and get them to do a load of silly and ridiculous mini games. If you are watching live, please do say hello in the comments. I do my best to show all of them. If you're not watching live and you want to know where to watch us, you can find us at Facebook, George Coppen Actor and Comedian, YouTube at George Coppen, and Instagram at Coppen1412. Also, if you do want to support the show, you can also support it on PayPal. paypal.me/George Coppen. All donations would be greatly appreciated and will be split between everybody on tonight's show. And also, if enough people are interested, and I may start selling these, a Fun Night t-shirts, which I've got mine right here. So do let me know if you would be interested in these, and I will set up a store. Anyway, with me, as always, you all know him, you all maybe love him. It's Ben Holmes.
Hello.
And joining us tonight are Maxine Wade, Professor John, and Lord Sparkles.
Good
Hello.
evening. Good evening.
Hi.
Good evening. I love Ben, for sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate that, John.
You've got one person. Don't let it go to your head, Ben.
No, I won't.
Roger's here. He says hello. Hello, Roger.
Hello, Roger.
Where's the apostrophe?
Now, for those of you who didn't get that, last night, on a Friday, Roger had his own show called Roger's Blue Suede News, and Ben and Lord Sparkles were on it. Roger appreciates that. I will be talking more about his show later because I've got a bone to pick with him. But anyway, now the first game is, as always,
text me a word.
In this game, you have to send a text to someone and get a reply with this word in it. You cannot include that word in your text, and the person you send it to can't be someone you live with. So this week's word is bamboozled.
Oh.
You have to think of something to send to someone and get that word in reply. But whatever you do, don't send it yet. We'll wait until we've all got the text ready, and then so we all send them at the same time. Because in the past, the words have been easy to get a reply with. So this week, I thought I'd challenge you. Also, these teams this week are Ben and Maxine versus Lord Sparkles and Professor John.
We can do it, Lord Sparkles. We can do it.
We can do it, Maxine. We can do it.
We can do it, Ben. I believe in us.
We'll do it.
Okay. So once you've got your text ready, let me know.
Yeah, done it.
Maxine's got hers ready.
Mhm.
Remember, don't send it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah. Lord Sparkles and Ben, you've almost got your text ready?
Yeah, nice.
No. What kind of crazy talk is that?
Oh, I feel so much better. There's actually someone who's slower at texting than me.
I'm writing War and Peace here.
Mind you, he's on my team. He's on my team. I shouldn't listen.
No, you shouldn't be insulting him.
No, I shouldn't. No. You're marvellous, Lord Sparkles. He's had a tough day in the House of Lords.
Yeah, I'm ready to do.
Okay, so let's go to you, Lord Sparkles. Who were you texting and what are you saying?
I'm texting somebody and I'm saying, do you know what happens when you put the food for pandas and expand that to get a word that means confused?
Oh,
that is
brilliant.
good. That is good. Maxine, what
Really
about you?
good. Mine's not nearly as good as that. I just put, what if you wanted to say you were really confused, but beginning with the letter B?
Professor John?
Well, mine's pretty similar to Maxine. Give me a word that means totally baffled that also begins with B.
And Ben?
Yeah, mine's very similar to those two as well. I've said just give me some alternatives for the word shocked or confused, preferably beginning with B.
Okay.
Well,
You can all send them
whatever
now.
answers we get.
Baffled then.
Yeah.
Ben is
Now?
baffled.
Yeah, send them now. And then let me know once you get a reply. Okay, and then now the next game is what you'll need your pen and paper for. In this game, I'm going to get you to draw something.
I've got an answer.
Already? Bloody hell, that was quick.
Wow.
Yes, but I might have to come clean about the source of the answer.
Did you
Oh.
cheat? Have you cheated,
Ah.
Professor?
I've also got a reply as well.
Are you saying that Roger
Right.
cheats, Lord Sparkles?
There's a bit of insider dealing on my answer.
Did you text Lord Sparkles? Oh, Roger.
Not fair. Not fair.
I think Roger's pulled a fast one on us all.
Oh, well done, Roger. Well done. I will tip.
Has he? Yeah,
I also texted it to someone else.
Well, I will give
No.
5 points to each team.
Edward Cullen.
As you, well, 4 points. I mean, sorry.
Robert Patterson.
You text Robert Patterson.
I think it was.
Okay.
What? Yes. He's on the set of the latest Batman movie after impregnating Batwoman.
Again. So anyway, this next
hang
game,
on.
which unfortunately Roger can't
I've
help
got
you
a
with.
response. Yes, I've got a response. Well done.
Did you
thank
text Roger?
Of course I did. And he's prioritised the other 3 first.
You mean the other two? You didn't text Maxine?
I don't have his number, but if you want to
Yeah.
share
What I'm
it.
going to do.
Yeah. What, have you got it right?
No, he's actually got to give me a wrong word. He's put baffled.
Oh.
No. Anyway, yeah, your pen and papers. In this game, I get you to draw something. But of course, it's not as easy as that. Because the pen has to be in your mouth and your eyes closed. And this week, I want you to draw me a skull and crossbones, please.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Arr.
Roger's then put it in the comments saying, Roger's Blue Suede News word of the week is bamboo toad. Yeah. Ashley Thomas Tiller is here. Hello, Ashley. He says, good evening, all.
Are we supposed to be drawing yet?
Yeah, start drawing.
Okay.
Skull and crossbones, please.
Yeah.
God, it's an old man thing. I'm dribbling all over it.
Oh.
Professor John loves what he's drawn. Yeah,
No, I haven't got it yet. It's just absurd.
Sorry.
Oh, oh my God.
Yeah. Just before we go, we've got another comment during that. Fergus Ratigan goes, good tidy up on the shave, George. Well, thank you, Fergus. I had to for a job. Hang on. So
Yeah,
anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, we've just got to announce that George is actually selling the locks of the hair he's shaved off.
Yes.
£5 each.
I was going to say at the start of the show when he was advertising to donate through PayPal, I was saying he was that desperate he's going to shave his beard hair off as for charity for the show.
Yeah. So Maxine, let's have a look at your drawing first, please.
I don't know if you can see.
You've got a potato and a crossbones.
Yeah, it looks a bit like a chicken dinner, doesn't it?
That's
Oh,
pretty good.
if you go like this, it's like you draw a line. It's Lord Sparkles.
It looks like a very grumpy potato.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fun. Talk about very grumpy potato, Lord Sparkle. Let's go through, as it last one looks like you. Is he frozen on anybody else's?
Yeah, he's frozen on mine.
It's frozen.
Okay, Lord... Oh,
There we
no.
go.
Jolly Roger blew you in.
And still no apostrophe.
I hope Roger's paying me for every time his show gets referenced.
Yeah.
Well, Maxine Fergus is a fan of the Potato Pirates.
Definitely.
Professor John, let's have a look at your skull and crossbones.
Yeah, if you can see it for the dribble.
Oh, that's yeah.
To me, it looks like an old man with round glasses and a bow tie. But I've never seen a pirate ship with that on the flag.
But have you ever seen a pirate ship with a potato on the flag?
Only during King Edward's reign.
There you go. The first one of the show. Ben, let's have a look at your skull and crossbones. What the bloody hell is that?
The skull and crossbones, nothing else. It's the definite skull and crossbones.
That's shit.
Well,
I like the owl that you put on there.
Sorry, Lord Sparkles. I think Lord Sparkles' Wi-Fi is gone
the owl
tonight.
on top of the,
the owl.
That's been done. It's a very good owl he's drawn
Yeah.
on top of the...
We'll identify it as that.
Yeah, Roger's brought up a good point. Guess what happens when you pick guests up here the day after they appear on my show? Fucking yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah. You know, it's going to be between Professor John and Maxine on that one because Lord Sparkle would advertise Roger show and Ben's was shit.
Ah, shit, it's saying blunt. That's so blunt. I love it. Great.
Oh, you've only got a text, Lord Sparkles.
Yeah, look, he has. It says bamboozled.
Yeah, I will give you 3 points for that. Maxine, have you got any text yet?
Mate.
No,
Yes, I
nothing.
have.
No.
From a genuine person.
Yeah. I'm going to give the 4 points there, I think, to Maxine and a potato.
Yay!
Crossbow.
Wise
Yay!
choice. Thank you, John.
Points.
Yeah, I've had an text answer as well, but unfortunately it wasn't the right word.
Oh. But yeah, you had one right at the beginning from Roger.
From Roger, yeah, but I also texted it to what Lord Sparkles called a real person. We assume that Roger Poulter is actually an avatar.
So Roger Poulter is not a real person.
No, he's an avatar. Or was it abattoir?
Anyway, the next game is Songa Who? In this game, I get you lot to sing a song, but in a style of how I choose. And it doesn't help that Lord Sparkles is on mute. That's going to really help your team for this round. Oh, no, he's back. Right, I'll give you a song first so you can get the lyrics. Oh. Hello, there's bloody hell, there's two of them.
Oh my god. What is going on here?
Yeah. Let's just leave this session. Okay, what's going on?
So you're doing that one now. So your Wonderkind.
Session.
So so your songs, so you can get the lyrics for them. Maxine, your song is "Call Me Maybe."
Okay.
Sparkles, your song is California Girl by Katy Perry. Professor John, your song is Weller Man Sea Shanty. And
Oh,
Ben,
God.
your song is Let Me Entertain You by Robbie Williams even.
Oh, can I have that one?
Okay.
I didn't realise you were such a big fan, Professor John.
I dread this round because I inhabit a different cultural world from the rest of you, and I never know any of the fucking songs.
Oh.
So,
I mean, I heard the sea shanty song. It's been everywhere.
no. I mean, I know there is a sea shanty song at the moment, but you don't expect someone of my extreme academic background to engage in something so trivial, do you? My goodness.
What are you a professor of, John?
He's in history. He specialises in the pirates. He specialises in pirates. His picture of the Jolly Roger is so accurate. Arr.
Arr. So what was it? George Wellerman?
By
Wellerman?
Nathan Evans.
Yeah, sea
As in
shanty.
well a man.
No, man.
It's number one in the charts at the minute.
I've had a response.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Hooray!
And it's just bemused? Question mark.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Who shall we come through first? Let's go Lord Sparkles first.
Okay.
So, you're singing California Girl as Mario.
Oh.
Hang on. I've got something perfect for that.
Of course you have.
course
Don't doubt that for a second.
But unfortunately, it's not close to hand.
Oh no. Do you want somebody else to go first so they can get it?
No, that's fine.
Hey!
What the hell is that?
Do, 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 do. Greetings, loved ones. Let's take a journey. I know a place where the grass is green. Wild. There must be something in the water. Do, 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 do. Stepping gin. Laying underneath the palm trees. Do, 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 do. Oh, like a do, 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 do. Ah, with the neck, slipping, creeping like a little sneak peek. Ah, us. Ha, ha. You could travel the world with me, Mario Odyssey. On this Switch. That's enough, I think.
You know what?
Because remember, I have to tell you this: California girls, we're unforgettable. Daisy jigs, bikinis on top, but that's sun-kissed skin so hot will melt your popsicle. Oh, oh, oh! It's me, Katy Perry.
Well done, Lord Sparkles. Even though Mario's voice got a lot deeper by the end of that.
That's all the pipe work he's been doing.
Folks says, I really want to see Lord Sparkles do that again. Hi. Here at Fun Night, we don't encourage the use of drugs, unlike Fergus does. Maxine, let's go to you next, shall we?
Okay.
You're singing Call Me Baby as Louis Spence.
Louis, that dancer guy who's in the camp
Yes.
with a lisp. Okay. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, and call me baby. All the other boys been acting crazy. Here's my number. You call me maybe.
Well done.
That's my number.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought that was the score you were giving her.
It's
Right, Ben, your turn. You're singing Let Me Entertain You as Stewie Griffin.
Oh, ew. Brian. Ew. Hello. Oh, go away, fat man. Okay, here we go. Heaven's gone, heaven's here. There's nothing left for you to fear. Shake your ass and come over here. Now scream. I'm a burning effigy of everything I used to be. You're my rock of everything, my dear. So come on, let me entertain you. Let me entertain you, fat man. Let me entertain you, Lewis, Brian. Let me entertain you. So come on, let me entertain you, fat man. Yep.
Well done. What you couldn't see during that, Lord Sparkles was having a right old dance along. Yeah. Professor John, do you have any idea who that was?
No.
Ah.
That
I mean,
was a
Ben,
very
you are getting
perceptive
better.
question.
Yeah, Ben, you are getting better at this game.
Well, I could do a pretty good Stewie impression when I'm in the
Professor
mood.
John, you're singing Wellerman Sea Shanty as Lorraine Kelly.
Ah.
Oh no.
Do you know who Lorraine Kelly is?
Yes. Is her accent Northern Irish or Southern Irish, or is it
Scottish.
She's Scottish.
Scottish.
So
Lorraine
neither.
Kelly.
Lorraine Careless.
So we Scottish woman.
So I've got no idea of the tune. I've got no idea of the tune, so it's going to be There Once Was a Man Called
You
Michael.
did it last time and you won.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was Billy Key. The winds blew up, the bows dipped down. Oh, blow, my bully boys, blow. Soon may the weatherman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. We've not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. This isn't sounding Scottish. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the whalemen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go, Dr. Finlay.
Well done. Oh, that was amazing. I love that.
I dread that round. Thank God it's over.
Fergus said, Scottish confused with Northern and Southern Irish.
Yes.
He is bad and American respect for singing though.
True.
And obviously Fergus knows what you were like at singing because he was on the show that you were on last.
Well, our vet comes from Aberdeen. And I said to him, "Oh, I can tell yeah. Well, he's personal service, you see. But I said to him, "Oh, I can tell you're a West Country boy like I am." He said, "No, I come from Aberdeen. You're about, I think, 800 miles out." So Fergus, who commented on my ignorance, he's quite right about accents.
Well, I actually really enjoyed your singing. I don't know about any of the others. I enjoyed that one.
It was good.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna give 3 points to 2 people. I'm gonna split the points, and those 2 people are Ben and Professor John. I'm giving the 3 points to.
Okay. I feel honoured. Brian.
I mean, Professor John, you say you think you're rubbish at that game, but you've won both the times you've been on.
Yeah, but don't say anything about the bribe. I slipped you first.
That is true. Well done. You've just let it slip. And now the next game is my favourite game of the show. You never know what is going to happen. And this round is
Weird wish list.
In this round, prior to the show, I asked all of the guests tonight to provide the weirdest thing they can on Wish, which is quickly become my favourite website. Because the things I get sent are weird. Let's start with the winner of that. Let's start with Professor John first. Do you want to talk about this?
Yes, I do. the lovely Donald Trump, when he came to office, said he was going to drain the swamp, meaning sort of get rid of what he thought were a load of useless, liberal, wet bureaucrats. Well, now the boot is on the other foot, and I'm going to drain the swamp that is my toilet with his bog brush, and it will give me the greatest of satisfaction to stick that smug blonde hair right down the bog into the U-bend and keep him there actually until he drowns. Very, very disconcertingly, I saw this week that someone is also selling Buddhas with Donald Trump's face. I can't imagine anything less meditative than Donald Trump. Anyway, this is my weird thing, because I would. It's not so weird, really. I think it's a natural instinct to shove him down the toilet head first.
I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, definitely something you'd find on that website. Ben, let's go for you next. Talk to us about this.
Yeah, well, I certainly had you in mind for this, George.
I wonder. Well, I don't know why.
You don't know why? You keep it all secret, bloody hell. But no, yeah, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? I thought it was hilarious. Go around, making other fart sounds as you go around. But again, I had George in mind for this because he's one. He's definitely not afraid to let a few rockets off behind him, are you, George?
I'm not. No.
No.
I feel very comfortable letting a few rockets off.
Perfect for George. This definitely had him in mind, and for a £5, it's a bargain. So it's definitely a bit of fun.
I bet you're glad you do online shows, not in person, so you don't smell it.
It's changed the last few items I've been bringing on this show, though, doesn't it?
Yes, it's not Kim Jong-un related.
No.
Yeah. Sorry, Professor.
When it says almost gone, does that mean the fart is about to be released?
Yeah, they have different stages on the back. Preparing, in the factory, almost gone, let it rip.
Yeah, I'm glad to think so.
Yeah. Maxine, let's go.
Item, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Over 100 have been brought. So, Maxine, we'll go to you next. Do you want to talk about this?
Well, I saw it, and it's they're like adult nappies, but all fashionable and that. And I found it really funny because I think if you're the kind of person who wears an adult nappy and is happy to shit yourself to get your rocks off, I love that. At least now you can be fashionable. So it's nice to have the option. Maybe you're not into the adult baby thing. Maybe you're just an incontinent old person, but it's a good job that now you can be fashionable with it. So
Well, it's popular because if you have a look how many 5-star reviews it's got at the bottom, so it's doing its job.
Yeah,
it's convenient, though, isn't it? Because you
very
have to go to the
absorbent.
toilet.
Very absorbent. I like people who wear adult nappies because you can still make fun of them.
Well, Roger's brought up a good point about it. He says they're good for festivals.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Or ideal for surgeons with IBS.
Oh.
I mean, out of Roger and Fergus, I expected Roger to say that, not Fergus. Also, on a completely unrelated note, Ben, I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Send us the styles then, so I can see what there is.
Yeah. No, it's your birthday. I'll be picking your style.
Brilliant. I look forward to that then.
And now we come to the last person. We're on this round. Can only mean one thing because it's the person and it's this round. So, Lord Sparkle, do you want to talk about this?
Well, yeah. As you can see, a little expensive, but at 377, I think it says. Is that right?
337.
337. Well, it says cheaper that I've just quoted. And as you can see, this is a dog face with the little ears sticking out the front. And this is obviously to be worn and for your perfect, whatever you need it for. I think it's just amazing. And as you can see, it's in my shopping basket. If you look at the top of the.
I didn't even notice that. So has it not arrived yet? Can you not show it off?
Well, I can show you other inflatable things if you like, but let's leave that for the time being.
Being you, I'm going to leave that.
Wow. That was brilliant.
What I love is like it's specifically advertised. You can send it to someone in Messenger, in Facebook Messenger. Like
I'd
who'd
be
love to
deeply
see Archie
suspicious.
Soon.
I'd be
They are
deeply
on the
suspicious
large
of this
side
product.
for those puppies. Let's just say it that.
Sorry, Professor John.
Well, I'd be very suspicious of this product. It says Bresat instead of breast, and it's and there's an unnecessary word in there: cross-dresser drag queen. Have you ever known any drag queens that aren't cross-dressers?
That's a good point, actually. Now, I admit I don't watch RuPaul, so I'm not an expert on them. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's right. The cross-dressing drag queens. God said it looked like Scooby Doo wearing a gimp mask.
Yeah.
Hang on. There you go, Roger.
I'm not. If someone's wearing that, I'm not giving him a Scooby snack.
I don't know about that.
This feels like it should have been in the drag episode. Yeah. Thank God it wasn't. I'm gonna give the 4 points. I think it has to go to Lord Sparkles because that is fucking weird. I was on about the item, not you, Lord Sparkles.
I don't mind.
But that's now put you two in the lead because you were 1 point behind then, but now you're winning so far.
Well done, teammate.
Now the next game, which is I'm going to slightly change it from last week, but same intro because I haven't been bothered. Is
send me a colour.
Now usually I would have said send me something that was specific color, but this week I'm going to give you 30 seconds to find something the best thing that is this specific color. This week's color is green, so you've got 30 seconds to find something green, starting now. Oh, Lord Sparkles is back. Lord Sparkles is first. That makes a change for you. Well done. Ben's back. Oh, Maxine's back.
With a shrub.
And Professor John's back. And he's lost his glasses. Did you have to fight for your green thing? So, Lord Sparkwood, what have you got there? You're first.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm first. Excellent.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this is not a puppet. Yes, I am. No, you're not. This is what you call an item of clothing. You just make it wet and then you wrap it around yourself, which will cool you down thanks to evaporation. That's what I had immediately to hand. Just the way it is.
I thought it was something to do like an unfolded Yoda. The way you had it looking, it looked like
an unfolded Yoda.
Ben, you were next back, so what you got?
Dopey.
Dopey. Yeah,
Dopey.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
why not?
It's uncanny, isn't it? Really, you know. But
it's from Labyrinth, isn't it?
There you go. Dopey.
Hang on. No, I've got one of those dopies, and I didn't realise until just seeing yours that on every dopey, the right arm is backwards. You have a look at the right arm; it's sewn on backwards.
Yeah, it is.
If you just show it to the camera.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, so
Oh, really?
Yeah, mine's like that. And I thought it was just mine.
Yeah.
Oh.
So someone has violently dislocated every dopey's arm.
That's somebody's job.
Yeah. Roger asks, "Is that the George Coppin action figure?"
Yes, it is.
No, if it was the right leg twisted, then yes. But as it's dopey, it's Ben.
George is the real life Stretch Armstrong. That's George.
Maxine, well, I don't think I need to ask what have you got there.
Well, it's my bush. As you can see, it's quite unkempt and it needs some work. But yeah, I thought it's green.
So what about your green item?
See what you did. Like it.
Thank you. Well, Doug says Monty Python, another shrubbery. Professor John, what did you bring?
I'm not sure how well this will show up on the screen. It probably looks less green than it is. This is a green and black shirt, which I think of as one of my trendy and indeed newest items of clothing. I've had it only about 9 years, I think. And
Are you sure that's green?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It looks black and white.
No, I know it's got a lot of green in it. But I suppose I could have had my green screen, but I don't know how to show that.
I was expecting you to do your green screen. I thought it's going to be really clever, turn it off and go, boom, green. But I gave you more credit.
I don't have the technological skills. No, that shirt, now this shirt, you see, I think of it as my trendy shirt. And I wore it to my younger son's graduation. And when my ex-wife, his mum, also turned up, she said, "Oh, Christ. You're trying to be 20 years younger again. For fuck's sake, give up." Well, she didn't say fuck's sake because she's far too refined. But she said, for goodness sake, stop it. Stop trying to be younger and admit you're an old fart. This was my ex-wife speaking to me at my son's graduation.
When she ex at the time, or was that why?
Do you mean
a jolly time was had
or by oil?
You what?
When you say your wife was more refined, do you mean like sugar or like oil?
Probably sugar. Except she turned out not to be very sweet.
Was she the ex at the time, or did you think, right, that's it, I'm divorcing you?
Oh, no, she was very definitely the ex at the time, yeah.
So you just smacked her one?
Well, no, we had to have decorum on that day. We wouldn't want to spoil my son's graduation. But
Shame.
Luckily, it was possible to throw her from a high balcony, so that was all right.
Professor John, the secret serial killer.
Yeah, killed a Weetabix yesterday.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, you know what you're saying about your ex-wife calling you old? You don't need to prove a point. Who am I going to give the points to? Well, it's not going to be Professor John, because that wasn't green. It was black and white. You know what? I'm going to give 2 points to Ben and Maxine and 3 points to Lord Sparkles, I think. So that's 4 points to Ben and Maxine and then 2 to Lord Sparkles.
Oh, if only I could prove to you that this had quite a lot of green in it.
I mean, if you turn your green screen off, you probably would have won that. Because that isn't got a green screen. But no, you didn't have that, but yeah.
Wasn't intelligent enough, George.
No.
To answer your question earlier, Maxine, I'm a professor of psychology.
Interesting.
Yeah, that question we had like 20 minutes ago.
We'll chat afterwards. We'll have a good, yeah.
Good job he's not a professor of time management. After 20 minutes later, answer the question 20 minutes later. Yeah. So now we've got a brand new game this week, and which means a brand new intro. So this week's brand new game is
memory or fakery.
Thank you to Ishi. In this game, you're going to be up against one at a time, up against each other. I'm going to give you a subject. You're going to talk about that, but like you could tell the complete truth, or you could tell a lie. And the other person has to try and figure out if you're honest or lying. And I'll take the other two out why we do this. So what you're going to be talking about is your first job. So I'm going to let's have Ben versus Lord Sparkles to begin with. So Lord Sparkles, talk about your first job.
Okay, so move your head across so it looks like we're... No, do that before. That was great. Move your head, Ben. No, get him in there. There we go. Move your head now, Ben. So it looks like there we go. There we go. That's the way we should do this. So, for most of you who don't know me, I have spent some time as one of my first jobs of navigating certain canals and mapping them out whilst going on round the canals. This was a while back, by the way, obviously, because I'm so, as I've said previously, antediluvian in age. So obviously the job was to basically go round these places, mark down the locations for getting. What have you done with your head? Back again.
I feel comfortable inside you.
Oh, you don't want that.
So it was a case of making sure that we had different stops as well to record what the different locations were for mooring and where the next items were. And it was a very tedious job where you managed to get sea legs, unfortunately. Do you want to ask some questions about it? I was mapping the canals using pen and paper.
It's not really.
So is that fake? Is that memory or fakery? Hence the name of the show. The game.
Well, given the type of character you are, I would say that is a definite memory. You seem like you seem to have done many things before.
Lord
So I'd say that is a memory. And
Lord Sparkle's a deal.
You were very confident and proud of explaining and telling us all about that job that you did. So I'm going to say that's a memory.
Okay, so obviously I didn't tell you that it was the Gobbo Princess was the name of the canal barge. I didn't tell you that I had to actually activate all the different locks to actually go from lower to higher level. And unfortunately, my first job was actually media distribution or paperboard.
It was fakery. So that's 1 point to Professor John and Lord Sparkle's team. So now for Ben's go, I'll take Lord Sparkle's out and I'll bring in Professor John. So Ben, your first job.
Right, yeah, my first job. So I just finished school, or college, if you will. I went to university for about a month, and then I dropped out because I felt it wasn't for me at the time. So I decided to have a look at some, work to see through for a few months, just to get my head around what I've got to do. Obviously, I live in Blackpool, so there's a lot of seasonal jobs going around, and opportunities that way, and just part-time jobs. And I know I had a first professional acting job as well lined up at the end of that year, because I had a pantomime. So I decided to go.
Job?
My first job was working in a circus. And before you know, I was not a performer. I'm not a performer. I was working as, checking tickets and making sure people got seated okay, and selling popcorn and that sort of stuff. And I was in that for about 5 months, I'd say. Yeah, I've been there for about 5 months. But as I say, I was not a performer. A lot of people would turn around to me and be like, "Oh, are you going to be in the show? Are you going to be in the show?" It's like, no, I'm not. No, I just work behind the scenes, front of house. To which they were like, "Nah, you're lying. You're going to make an appearance in that show at some point."
Which circus was it?
The Blackpool Tower Circus.
Yeah. And which company was responsible for
that? Merlin Entertainments.
Okay. And what was the scariest act in that?
That year, what was ages ago now? What was the act in that year? There was somebody who. That's right. There was this wheel that went round, and obviously well trained. but they made it look scary to the audience. But there's two wheels that go around, one at the top, one at the bottom, and it go around like a Ferris wheel, and then you'd have these guys stood on them going round, and then they jump from one to the other. They were well trained; they knew what they were doing. But they make a big thing of it, and they nearly fall, and they hang off the edge and get back on, and all the.
You want an answer, don't you, George?
So is that memory or fakery?
Okay. Oh, well, it sounds incredibly plausible. It almost sounds too plausible. But on the basis of that last answer, I'm going to say it's true.
Ben, please reveal. Yeah.
Yes, it's true. Yeah.
Another point to Professor John and Lord Sparkle's team. Now,
as a psychologist, if I didn't get that, I'd have been embarrassed.
So now I'll take Ben out and bring Maxine in. So, Professor John, what was your first job?
Maxine, you're going to find this hard to believe. My first job was shortly before I went to university in the summer, and I lived in Plymouth. I said I was a West Country boy, and I know, look at me now, this might be a bit hard to believe, but I was a male dancer at a seedy nightclub in Plymouth. At the time, it was called Woods. Because it was all dark and sinister. The Sex Pistols played there actually, and I got to see them, which was I was spat at by the late Sid Vicious, but that wasn't my job. That wasn't my job. I for the summer was part of a male dance thing. It wasn't exactly stripping, but it was fairly scantily clad, and it was the what they called the ladies' night on Thursdays.
I really want this to be true.
You can ask me questions.
So did your troupe have a name? What was the name of the troupe? Did you have a stage name?
I didn't have a stage name. We were simply called the Oak Men.
And did you take your clothes what was your routine? What would you do? For example, when you go on stage?
We had sort of sparkly-ish kits. I mean, it was all pretty low budget. So if you look closely, you'd see they weren't that clever. But yeah, we had some sparkly, easy to take off trousers and tops. But and we had this sort of shorts and sparkly shorts underneath. But it was very definite that we didn't go any further than that.
So Maxine is saying, is this a memory or a fakery?
Initially, I thought fakery, but I'm going to go with memory. Professor
John?
It's fakery, I'm afraid. My first job was a Betterware salesman.
Oh, I believe it. I wanted that to be true.
I wanted it to be true. That's why I said memory.
Yeah. I'd love it to have been true.
If he gets his kit off now, they should win. They should win, George. Come on, come on, get it off.
Nobody wants to see Lord Sparkles get his kit off.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
talking of which, I will remove person who I've now named the Oak Men and bring in Lord Sparkles. So, Maxine, what was your first job? And also, you need to go into the screen at Lord Sparkles.
Go up to your eye. Hi, Lord Sparkles. So really funny that Professor John just said that, because my first job actually I used to be a stripper. And I know I don't look the type, I'm too classy, but yeah, it was just before I went to university, and I did it for about 6 months, and I did it because, well, it was 2009. Just left school, and I thought, why not, get my bangers out. And
we've all been there.
We've all been there. Yeah. Would you like to ask me any questions?
Yeah, sure. What was your stage name?
It was Kitty, a bit like a cat.
I was going to say, please don't say you're called the Oak Women.
The Oak Woman. I should have said that. That would have been a good callback. No, the Oak Woman, because I initially thought maybe I should call myself Mavis, but it doesn't really have the same ring to it. But yeah, Kitty. Meow.
When you say that you were a stripper, do you mean burlesque or were you a stripper?
No, like one of them, but you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah.
Everything, like everything off, like fanny, full bush, nothing to the imagination, Didn't even have little sequin pants like the Oakmen. It were just everything off. So yeah, not my finest hour, but we've all done stuff.
And which premises did you perform this? Was this private or at a?
So it was in Leeds, but it's not there anymore. And it was a club in Leeds.
Yeah. Oh, is it not? I missed that.
Not anymore. It was called Red Leopard, because it's like when they name strip clubs, they need to get a colour from the Dulux colour chart and then the name of an animal and just put them together, and that's your strip club name. So yeah, Kitty at the Red Leopard. It was. Those were the days.
I was going to ask you how much you got paid, but I'm not going to do that. And what I'm going to do is say that is, I'm going to go and say.
I'll answer that. Right. Less than a man would get paid.
Ooh.
The Oakmen. No, I'm joking.
You need to get to the Oakmen level to get the Oakmen pay.
I know. I really wanted that to be true. I'm gutted.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go for memory. Sorry, memory.
Oh.
Was it memory? Is that true?
See, I thought that you wouldn't believe me, and I get the point, but it is true. It is a memory.
Oh, well, I'll bring in the other two.
Great stuff. Well done, Lord Sparkles.
Yeah, I mean, your team absolutely robbed that round. I think your team got every point in that round available.
Can't win them all.
Maybe if I looked in more depth at Lord Sparkles' faking job, it just seemed very real for the type of character you are. It's very well put.
Lord Sparkles could have said anything weird and we all would have believed him because it's him.
Yeah.
Could we know in this hour? Well, in this hour for you, Maxine, but for the amount of time we've known him, any weird job is possible for him.
I mean, I've only known him about 2 months, and virtually, and I believe anything.
Well, Maxine's known him about an hour and she knows. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 2 more things to do. One thing is the winner is, because I usually forget to say who the winner is. So after that absolutely romp of all the points in that round, it is Professor John and Lord Sparkles, or Lord Sparkles and the Oakman. The Oakmen have won. You had 21 points against their 15. We did have a few comments during that.
I'm sorry, Maxine. I pulled the team down there.
It's all right. Don't worry. I'm sorry I let you down as well. Let us
all
down.
We've got a nice silver medal waiting for us.
On the plus side, Roger's just sent me a friend request. Yay!
Hey. Roger, stop stealing my guest. Roger says, is your mapping canals, do you have to be narrow-minded? I wouldn't give you that, Roger, but I've nicked your guest, so. And then we had Fergus Wagon saying the thing we all want to see, the Oakmen versus the Bushwomen.
Oh, Fergus.
Thing we all want to see. Yeah. So, well, the last thing to do, really, if I can find a banner, is to promote yourself. Now, obviously, as we've been saying, Roger's been taking a piss at me for stealing his guest, for the guest that he has on a Friday night. I have the next guest. So, Professor John, are you on any show next weekend?
Well, funny you should say that, George.
Oh, yeah.
I happen to be on Roger's Blue Suede News next
Friday
night.
Really?
And I think you have kindly invited me back on this show end of May, is it?
Yes, as
during
part
the
of
Derby Ram Festival.
as part of the Rams Comedy Festival. Yes.
Yeah, and I hope to do something else at that festival, and a date as yet unsaid.
Is that to do with the Oakmen?
I'm in the that's right. Yeah. I'm in. I'd love to do something like that.
If anyone wants to hire Professor John.
I'm in the Leicester Comedy Festival Silver Stand-Up competition for comedians over 55, which is going to happen. It's going to happen sometime, who knows when. And apart from that, as I always say, at these difficult times, you can see me fortnightly in Loughborough Sainsbury's on Tuesdays.
So Nick and Guest goes both ways then, by the sound of it, Roger. Hey. But also on Roger's Blue Suede News next week, joining Professor John is yours truly. So you will find me on next Friday as well, 9 o'clock.
Good.
Roger Poulter. Lord Sparkles, do you have anything to promote?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And if you saw me last night, that's the completely opposite thing that I said before. First of all,
What was I saying? No, what?
no apostrophes. Don't be bothered with it. What's the point? You know what it is.
That's full stop. You're supposed to say what the point.
No period. Okay. There you go. And of course, there you go. Love balloons, need balloons, you need me. There you go.
Yeah. Short, sweet, to the point.
Just like yourself.
Yeah. Very. Maxine, do you have anything to promote, even if it's just social medias?
Just myself. I don't. You can like me on Facebook. I've got a comment. Update it about twice a year. And I think I'm doing the Feet and Ball show, the online show, a week on a Sunday. I'll be on Facebook somewhere. But mainly, do you know what I mean? I've been alone for a very long time, so if anybody'd like to come out with me, just send me a message. You know what I mean? As long as you've got your own teeth, but I don't mind if you've got someone else's.
You've got someone in George. He's always up for a good time, aren't you, George?
Something like that.
Hi, George.
No, okay, sod off, Roger. Roger, without me, you would have had no one commenting on your show last night. Just remember that. Ben, I know what you're going to show, so I'm not going to come to you. I saw it earlier.
What did it say? Read it out loud for us.
Roger Poulter's Blue Suede News.
Where can you find that? Is that on YouTube and Facebook?
It's on YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, wow, that's brilliant. Oh,
We
went
will
gone.
never know. We will never know. We would never know where you can find it. What a shame. Yeah, but yeah, Lord Sparkles, you're single as well, aren't you? From Maxine.
This is turning into a completely different kind of show now.
Yeah, definitely is.
Yeah, I didn't expect this either.
Sorry.
Let me get my wish gift first.
Yeah, because what doesn't say the perfect date like that?
You know what kind of man he is.
I remember when I used to be a lady boy, and now I'm a ladies' man.
I was just thinking, Maxine, the name of an upmarket strip club. You know, you said it was a colour from the Dulux chart and then an animal.
Yeah.
We want colours from the, what was it, Farrow and Ball, the paint, the upmarket paint range. We could have sort of the Misty Azure Dromedary strip club or something like that.
Or what, like
I can't wait to
Maroon
see the open. Do it.
I've got another one for you. How about the blue suede shrews? That's a
great.
The blue suede boobs.
Blue suede
fantastic.
boobs.
There we go. The blue suede nudes. Got it. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Maybe do don't
yeah.
give
Get
Roger
over.
ideas. We do not want that. Nobody
Whatever
needs
you
to see.
do, don't step on them.
Oh,
Oh.
Unless
that
you're into
note.
that type of thing.
On that note, I would like to thank my guests for this evening, Maxine Wade, Lord Sparkles, and the Oak Man. You will you'll catch Ben Holmes and I next week, same time, same place, then. So, bye bye.